fellow humans of the internet and YouTube, whoever's watching this. I guess I just wanted a little life update, I suppose, and I didn't make a video last Wednesday because I was in the midst of moving, and I've moved. And it was a really intense process, but it was a quick process. I moved everything on Sunday, and it's Wednesday, and aside from like a few little things, my room is mostly put together. And as someone who hadn't moved in like 2 years, and the last time I moved was due to not the most ideal circumstances. They're a bit traumatic, I must say. It feels really good that this move is of my own volition into a space that is 2 times the space that I lived in previously. And I mean, I'm very grateful for that space, because without that space I wouldn't have gotten to this space. You know what I mean? Like, for those of you who don't know my journey, I lived in Hawaii for 4 years. That ended up going horribly because of many different reasons. But when the island wants you there, it makes everything go smoothly, and when it doesn't and it's your time to go, it will make everything explode in your face. So, but you know, a lot of my old videos are of me in Hawaii, and looking back at it, it's just like pretty crazy. I feel so much more grounded here now than I ever did out there, even though it was such a beautiful and sacred place, and I'm so grateful for that land for really ripping me open in a really beautiful ways. But I'm here now, and after Hawaii, I was in Florida for about 8 months, and didn't really like Florida, to be honest. It's a bit too flat for me, and the strenuous circumstances that I was in didn't really allow me to like enjoy it as much as maybe I could have. And everyone's experiences of places are different. But now that I'm back home, I lived with my mom for 2 years, and you know, even more shedding, more growth, more, you know, plantification, if you will. I feel like humans are just plants that learned how to walk in a lot of ways, and the best ways to tend to ourselves is the same way we would tend to a plant. When you talk to plants in a loving way, when you give them lots of sunlight and lots of water, like, humans are just complex plants, I swear. Anyway, yeah, now I'm here, and it feels really amazing and nourishing. And for those of you walking this earth, it took me a long time. It took me like 2-3 months to find a place, and it was like over my budget, and you know, I didn't want to make a decision out of fear. I wanted to make it out of, you know, I sat with it, basically. I was like, okay, if I say yes to this space, how does that feel in my body? I'm a manifesting generator, so, and I'm just attuned to my body, so in a way, and I felt so light. It didn't feel like I need to make this decision because I'm gonna be out and you know, when we make decisions from that place, shit tends to go sideways, and I don't recommend making decisions when you're in a really fearful or angry place. And yeah, hopefully the more I ground into this space, I'll be able to share more of, like, I don't know, I don't really know what people want me to talk about. So if you have suggestions about things, I'm always open to them. And you know, things come up for me sometimes, but then I forget about it and I try to write it down. But if I don't do it in the moment, then like the stream has kind of subsided, you know. So I try to be better about making videos in the moment too. Like I tried to do it on Wednesdays because Mercury Day, but also I should just do it when I feel like it. Yeah, and stop putting limits on myself in that way. Sometimes it's helpful, you know. If I tell myself, oh, I'm gonna pick up 10 things, that gets the ball rolling, and then I most likely will pick up more than 10 things, you know. Or if I say I'm gonna do something at like this specific time, I'm like, okay, it's 8 o'clock, I really need to do, or say it's like 7:45 and I need to do something. I'll look at the clock and be like, okay, at 8 o'clock I will do this thing. And that is also helpful for my brain. I may be a little narrow spicy, as some people would say. But yeah, I have been trying to drink more water, and I'm gonna do a face mask later today. And I think, and I pray, that you do one thing today that is self-loving and self-caring and nurturing yourself, whether it's drinking tea or reading a chapter of your favorite book or laying in the sun, or, you know, just give yourself permission to relax, you know, especially now, like in this time, there's so much shifting in the air. Like where I live, it's really windy. I wrote a poem about it actually a long time ago. It's a short one. Winds of change bring destruction and delight, but fear nothing, for everything is one thing caught up in light. Yeah, so that's I'll just end it on that note, and I hope you have a really great day. I'm praying for something really good to happen to you, you know, and for loving connections and support from all directions. Okay, thanks for listening. I will see you next time. Maybe I'll do a room tour, but maybe not, because I don't know. There's a lot of sacred things in here that I want to keep to myself, and I'm learning not to share everything with everyone. As a chronic oversharer, but we're on YouTube, so anyway, yeah, have a great day, and bless you.